How's it? My name is Bronson.
My name is Chino LaForge.
Hey, I'm Patty Lee.
I'm born and raised in Hawaii, and I grew up in Eva Beach on the island of Oahu, and I currently live in Pro City.
I was born in California and raised primarily in Massachusetts, and I moved to Maui about 14 years ago. Spent the last 8 years or so here in Moku Moku.
I'm from Maui, Hawaii, originally from Torrance, California. But my father was born Kalihi, Oahu. So my connection to the Hawaii community runs a few generations in the works. I was separated from my Hawaiian lineage for a little while living in the mainland and then came back to it.
For this project, I played the character of Kimo.
My character's name is Pili.
My character is Leilani. She is an upcountry girl, definitely a tomboy. She's definitely one of the guys. And yet at the same time, she sort of has this like mothering quality.
A young Hawaiian from Maui who's a real laid back, go with the flow type of brother that's just trying to figure things out.
Fun-loving, zest for life, very vivacious, kind of like a life is a buffet type person.
She's that natural born hustler, always looking out for everyone. She will tell you exactly like it is. She will smack you upside the head if you need it. I don't know, she's not afraid to just be herself, especially with these guys who, you know, are basically like family to her.
I really like kind of the lack of emotional boundary that my character has. They seem to be really in touch with who they are and what they want, and that doesn't seem to really bother them when they interact with people who aren't like that.
I feel like I can connect to this guy. You know, when I was reading the script, I was like, oh, this guy's me. A little under a year ago, I quit my 9-to-5 job, you know, to pursue music full time and acting on the side, and I'm still trying to figure things out myself, you know. I'm still trying to figure out the day-to-day life and how to navigate that. So yeah, he's somebody that I can connect to.
There was an audition call in early April, and I didn't answer the call. I had a lot going on. I had my own anxieties as a performer too. It's part of being an emotional performer. But I was contacted by the director through Patty. Apparently they were looking to fill a couple spots in the cast, and the character of Pili was still uncasted. They just didn't find the right person for it. So I auditioned, and we did a screen test, just Patty and I. We did a couple scenes together and handed me a 3-page script, and I did my best to memorize it within a few days. And I could tell from the tone of the character that there was something different about Pili. Like, it was very obvious that there was maybe like a gender fluidity or something there. So I kind of leaned into that, just followed my instincts and really kind of made bold choices in my table read. And I think the directors really appreciated that type of analytical work. They told me I was very close in what my assumptions were. So I'm really looking forward to kind of really bringing to life what started as an idea, now becoming like a real flesh and blood person. It's been a lot of fun.
I think they already had me in mind for the part of Leilani, but I did read with Chino for his audition. So I guess that was sort of my unofficial audition as well. And it was hilarious. It was super fun and funny, and I guess I was just kind of like, yeah, I definitely want this part.
I'm grateful that Patty reached out to me and, you know, asked me if I would like to read for it. And once I read the script, I was like, okay, I'm in. You know, it's a cool story. Like I said, anything about Hawaii, I'm in for. And again, I could connect to the character. I love to be a goofball. You know, I can't wait to just bring the comedy aspect to it. So I can't wait.
So Moku Moku is definitely a comedy. It's a sitcom. There's so much humor infused into every ounce of the show, and I love that about it. But what I love most about it is actually the slightly more serious note that the show also takes. Pretty early on, it was shared with me that this story is about not fitting in, even where you grew up. Or finding your place, and I can fully relate to that. My dad's family is basically who raised me, and they are all white, like 100%. And I grew up in a town where I would say the population had to be somewhere around 95% white as well. So growing up in a place where you just don't look like the people around you, and you also, nobody understands your cultural heritage, including yourself to a certain extent, that's a very odd feeling. And so I think that's something that's really beautiful about this story, is all of these people are born and raised, you know, have been here their whole lives, and yet still are searching for a place of belonging within that community. And it's something that I'm excited to tackle in this production.
Yeah, it's a comedy, but at its core, it talks about, it discusses the Hawaiians and the Hawaiian culture, and you know, the day-to-day life of just three Hawaiians trying to figure it out, you know. And that's something I appreciate that, and that's something that you know, that I feel that should be brought to light, you know, to people not only in Hawaii but outside as well, looking in. And I think, you know, if done right, this could be really eye-opening to some people.
The direction and the writing is really tight on this, so every time I have like a new character idea, I'm really excited to talk to the director and let him know like what I'm kind of thinking about doing with the character. And so far, it seems like everything has kind of been batting 1,000, where they all seem to be really happy with the things that I'm coming up with, and I'm really happy with the character notes that they've given me thus far.
The experience so far has been really fun, getting to know the guys, because I don't know, they're just perfect for their characters.
It's been an amazing experience getting to know the other actors in this. Patty and I, who plays Leilani, we've worked on a couple of other projects together in the past, so we have a little bit of a rapport together.
Chino, I had known honestly for years, because we both are within the sort of Maui theater ohana. We've been in shows together, mostly burlesque shows, which are always fun. I've seen his comedy a bunch of times. He's a stand-up, and so I feel like, you know, comics, they always just share a lot about their lives. So I feel like I really know him better than I even do. But being a part of this process together has been even more exciting, just to kind of see how his wheels turn and watch his creativity sort of blossom.
I have yet to meet these beautiful people in person yet. Everything has been virtual. Patty, Chino, Kavika, and Jonathan, it's all been, you know, just virtual Zoom calls, you know, DMs on social media, you know, and texts and calls on our phones. But so I've yet to meet, because all of them are from Maui, and I'm just the only lonely Oahu boy.
Bronson, I honestly had never met before. We were, you know, I followed him on Instagram. That's about the extent of it. But I knew he was a fantastic musician. I knew he had some comic chops as well, because I'd seen some sort of like skit routines that he had done that were all really funny. So, I mean, I thought he would be perfect for chemo, but getting to know him a little bit more throughout this process, he's just such a sweet, genuine guy. He's definitely funny. He definitely seems just kind of like down to earth and down for whatever, which is cool.
It's been really fun getting to know Bronson. I could tell he's got a lot of talent as a performer. This is my first time doing anything acting with him, but I am familiar with some of the music work he does too. So it's always exciting to kind of have each cast member have their own mystique about them. They have like a little bit of a reputation that precedes them. So hopefully as a stand-up comedian, I bring an equal level of mystique and oddity to the cast.
I was a guy that just kind of, hey, can I hop on this train? You know, because I feel like they've been a part of this project for a while, and I kind of just jumped on last minute. But they have been super, you know, welcoming, and I appreciate that. And that's something that I love about this project, because Jonathan, Kavika, you know, Chino and Patty, they've all just been pitching like ideas. You know, how do we make this scene better? What about this scene? You know, what if we add this to the character? You know, and Bronson, what do you think? You know, and it's just all collaborative, and that's something that I appreciate about this project and this Hawaii in general, people from Hawaii in general, you know. We're
gonna get crazy, and we're gonna play around a lot, just getting that dynamic of the three of us going and being sort of something of a troupe. We're all gonna be playing off each other a lot. So I think what's happened at this point is that we've developed a trust and a playfulness, and hopefully we create some magic off of all of that.
I love that. And I can't wait to meet these beautiful people face to face.